right hand there, catching Boonlert flush. Boonlert went down. Both fighters were trying to find their range, find the distance. Boonlert with that long frame, pressing with the kicks, working in, but it was Hakim. These fighters.
From the blue corner, Hakim Bah!
One championship.
From the red corner, Boonlert!
Ladies and gentlemen, Boonlert makes this thing here on One Friday Fights. 80% win rate for this 19-year-old representing the South, the Boonmeerit team here in Bangkok, Thailand. Grew up having a love-hate relationship with Muay Thai. In those Muay Thai switched up there. Because his father was a former Muay Thai fighter who motivated him to stay on the path of Muay Thai, showing him, improving the hit, can make a sustained good lifestyle from it, and that has been with him so far in his young age. He talked to us just about how much it meant to him to have this debut here, to be able to show his skills on this global platform. He wants to follow in the footsteps of many other Thai fighters that have proven their skills worthy on this global stage.
Like we said before, both of these guys great technicians. Boonlert though, whereas Hakim Bah maybe more aggressive with his hands, looking to low kick on the inside, get to that mid-range. Boonlert has incredible fast body kicks that are beautiful that he can use on the outside to really control his distance. He can take his kicks high in the blink of an eye to the head of his opponent, and then on the inside also very dominant in the clinch, creating space with that long guard for straight knees up the middle and elbows. So I think we're going to see Hakim Bah look to work into that mid-range where he can let his hands go. And it's got to be Boonlert who will be most effective at long range with his kicks and his timing and on the inside with that clinch. So it's going to be very important for him to control the distance, get that rhythm on the outside, kick the forearms, keep the body of his opponent, and then on the inside, work that clinch, get in, utilize those knees. He's got that 1-inch height advantage, which doesn't seem like much, but it could come into play.
Oh, Boonlert. Oh, yes, that crowd. See those over the top rope, making his debut here on What Friday Fights.
Up next, we have 3 3-minute rounds of Muay Thai, contested at 147 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, training out of Seoul, Japan, and Singto Gym, with a fight record of 36 wins and 4 losses, a 90% win rate. Representing France and Morocco, Hakim Bah! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, training out of Seoul, Boonmeerit, with a fight record of 40 wins and 10 losses, an 80% win rate. Representing Thailand, Boonlert!
ทั้งคู่นะชกให้เต็มที่นะมีน้ำใจนักกีฬานะลงไม่ซ้ำไม่ทำตามดูไฟท์สปอร์ตมาชิปแอนด์ไฟท์แฟร์ตอนดูฟาวล์น้องกิ๊กนึงโอเค
Step on 2, referee in charge of this matchup. You know, One Friday Fights, this is the place for dreams to come true, to get a potential $100,000 invitation to the big leagues. Boonlert coming out strong with those traditional kicks, just like you talked about, Brian. He's got a high fight IQ and those powerful kicks.
Boonlert is tall and long. Like you said, Achilles utilizing those kicks at long range. Bah going to want to work inside there. A nice low kick, sweeping the leg out from under Boonlert. Boonlert, though, loving to put the pressure on behind his mid kicks. He throws a looping overhand, which isn't the fastest shot, but it can get over the guard and perhaps catch Bah off guard.
heavy clinch work on the ropes there from both fighters. Bah just throwing out that stiff jab. Really got Boonlert on his toes. Big overhand right, just like you talked about, Brian, just skimming the top of the head. But Boonlert gets his revenge, gets that trip back on Bah.
Boonlert continuing to use that long frame to press. Then we see a front kick to the leg. Bah wanting to work inside. Maybe not wanting to work in the clinch as much, but he's got to ride that fine line of being inside the long range, but not quite in the clinch, where he can let his hands go. Can use the jab to the head, to the body, or work his way in, or the double jab, but he's got to get into that mid-range so that he can punch in combination. He's got to also use his footwork to cut the ring off.
There's a nice left elbow there from Bah. As they end up in the clinch. Both of these fighters trying to understand the timing of each other. There you can see Boonlert connecting with the body kick to the left side. The body of Bah now with a ferocious boxing combination. Again, leaving the opening for the trip.
Bah working his way inside. He gets his stance low, so he can set up that overhand right that just landed there. It's a risky position against the clincher, especially because Boonlert could lock into the clinch on the inside, but Bah landing some big shots over the top, pumping the jab. Both guys a little bit wild here, still trying to feel each other out to find the range. Boonlert again using that long frame to drive forward.
A return elbow from Bah after Boonlert consistently trying to push forward. Oh, heavy leg kick to the body. A big right hand from Bah as he sweeps his opponent. Well, out of nowhere on the exchange. Just flipped Boonlert on the chin. Oh, and he fell down like a tree cut from its roots.
Between both of these fighters. Hakim Bah getting low, looping the right hand there, catching Boonlert flush. Boonlert went down. Both fighters were trying to find their range, find the distance. Boonlert with that long frame, pressing with the kicks, working in, but it was Hakim Bah able to find a home for that overhand right. We saw him throw that shot multiple times earlier in the round. Finally finding a home for it. He knew going into this fight he was going to need to use the advantage that he potentially had with his boxing skill set. Finding a home for that looping overhand right. Finishing the fight, an exciting debut for the fighter from France and Morocco.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 45 seconds in the first round, your referee has called a stop to this contest. Your winner, by way of knockout, Hakim Bah!
Hakim Bah continuing his winning streak to 7 here in his debut on One Friday Fights, fighting a very tough, long Boonlert.